Hi, I'm Divina and my register number is YRK19CS1032. Now we are going to see a program on abstraction and inheritance and abstraction. What this program does is we are going to create two classes called Facebook and WhatsApp, and in this we are going to ask the user name, phone number and email ID, and we are going to view it to the, if the user wishes it will view to the user, if user asks to edit, it will be edited. So in the class contact, everything will be initialized, and we have initialized few functions as add contact, view contact and edit contact, and then we are using getter and setter method to get all those details and to save it. So let's move on to the WhatsApp class. We have written public class WhatsApp extends contacts, which means the name, we have used the getter and setter method in contact class, right? So all the users name, phone number and email ID will be stored in the contact class contact. So if we use this extend contact, we can use in WhatsApp class too. So we need not to write getter and setter, we need not to initialize all those variables here and to use getter and setter method in this class. So in this class we are first initializing the function called add contact, in which it will ask the user to enter the name, phone number and email ID, and it will be stored. Or if a user want to view it, it will be viewed using this void contact function. And if the void edit contact function executes, if the user wants to edit something, the void contact function will be executed, and it will be asking the user whether you have to edit the name, edit the phone number or edit the email ID. So if the user chooses one, which is to edit the name, it will ask a new name and it will replace with the old name. And then if the user chooses to just to edit the phone number, it will ask the new phone number and it will replace with the old one. Or if the user chooses to just to edit the email ID, the old email ID will be replaced by the new one. So next we can go to the Facebook class. This is same as that of WhatsApp class. The same thing, void add contact. If the user chooses add contact, it will ask the name, phone number, email and it will be saved. Or if the user want to view the contact, everything will be viewed using void view contact function. Or if the user chooses to edit the contact, void edit contacts will be executed, and these functions or these choices will be asked to the user whether they have to edit the name, edit the phone number or to edit the email ID. Or if the user chooses one, that is to edit name, it will ask you it will give a note to the user that you have to enter a name, and they will enter a new name and it will replace with the old one, same as that of phone number and the email ID. So let's move on to the main class. In the main class, I have initialized arrays here. For what I have initialized is arrays is all those details, means contact details will be saved in the array on the basis of the name. If we give the name, the whole detail of the contact holder will be executed. So first I am asking the user, I have used a do while loop here too. So first I am asking the user, do you want to choose WhatsApp or Facebook, or exit. If the user chooses one, which is WhatsApp, it will ask you three options as to add contact or view to or to edit. If the user chooses add contact, it will ask the name, phone number and email ID, and it will be saved in the array. Or if the user chooses to view the contact, using this for loop, each and every contact which is present in an array will be executed, which will be shown to the user. Or if the user chooses 3, which is to edit, first it will ask to enter the name of the contact holder you want to edit. I have said it already, right? That in array, each and every contact will be placed based on their names. So if we give the name using the for loop and this if condition, it will search the name and it will ask you the details which is present here. We have seen it. this. Yes, it will ask you these things to edit the name, to edit the phone number, and edit the email ID, and this part will be executed then. So if we give some wrong name, it will show you as contact isn't available. So if the user chooses to at the first, which means if the user chooses Facebook, the same thing will be asked to add the contact to view or to edit. So if the user chooses one, it will add contact by asking the name, phone number, and email ID, and it will be saved. Or if the user chooses to, which is to view, using this for loop, it will be everything contact details will be viewed to the user. Or if the user chooses to, which is to edit the contact details, it will first it will ask enter the name of the contact who you want to edit, which means I have already said, right, in array each and every contact details will be saved according to their name. So if you give the name, it will check with using the for loop and the if condition, and it will move on to this part by asking to edit the name, phone number, or to edit the email ID, and this part will be executed. So let's run the program. That's what the program is. First I give WhatsApp, add contact, okay, phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6, mail ID, okay. So again WhatsApp, I give 2, okay, then 3, no sorry, I give 1, then 3 to edit. So I give the name of the contact holder. So let's edit the phone number 1 2 3 4 7 8. So again let's view it. Yeah, look at here, the new number is viewed. Then let's put Facebook 1, enter the phone number, email ID, okay, then again 2, then let's view it. So I have got both the details, both the person's details. So then again Facebook, so let's edit, okay, then 3, let's edit the email ID. So let's edit, give a new email ID. So let's view it first. Look, I got the new one, new email ID. So that's all this program is. So let's move on to next program. It's about banking, online banking, in which we can withdraw, view balance. It's just like an ATM, okay, and we can deposit amount too. So in here, since it's an interface, I have given interface question, I have given interface transaction, and I have installed all those functions which are going to use in this program: deposit, withdraw, then view balance, then string get account name, name I have getting, then set and getting account name, setting an account, getting the account name, then getting the balance. We are getting the balance from the user and we are setting it. So let's move on to the program first. First we go with the account class account, in which we are going to get I have initialized these variables, such as the account name, account number and the balance, and it is store, and it will be getting all these details will be we will get all those details from the user, and it will be set using this get and set method. So first let's move on to Axis Bank. In this Axis Bank, we have a minimum balance of 1000 was your minimum balance. We have, if we wish to deposit, we have to deposit more than 1000. So here we have void deposit or which means we have to deposit. If the user chooses that they have to deposit, this function will be executed, which means with this the balance amount which we have in the Axis Bank, which means already we have if we have deposit few amount in our in the bank, which means I have 5000 in my bank account first, and then I wish to deposit 2000, it will add the balance account, and the new account which we are giving will be add, and it will be stored in the balance position. So or else if the user chooses to withdraw, it will see the balance amount and it will see the minimum balance which is given here. The minimum balance in Axis Bank is 1000 rupees. So if the user have only 1000 rupees in your account and they wish to withdraw 500 rupees or the whole 1000 rupees, it will show you can't withdraw. Or else if we have something more, if the user has 1500 rupees or so on, and they wish to withdraw 500 rupees, they can withdraw it easily. So view balance, to view, if the user chooses the option to view the balance amount in their bank, view balance will be void view balance function will be executed, and it will show you the balance amount. So let's move on to SBI. Same as that of Axis Bank, but here the minimum balance is 500. So to deposit, it will we have a balance account in our bank, and it will add the amount which we are going to deposit, and it will give you the total amount. So or else if you have to withdraw some money, if the user chooses to withdraw, it will the void withdrawal will be executed, this function will be executed, and it will withdraw, and the main thing, it will check whether the balance amount and the amount we are going to withdraw is less than the which is greater than this amount. The balance account, which means we have 500, we have 1000 rupees in our account, and if we are going to withdraw 200 rupees, 1000 rupees, and we are going to withdraw 200 rupees, the 700 rupees will be in our account. So 700 is greater than minimum balance, so we can withdraw it. You will get a notice, you can withdraw, and you can withdraw that account. If we have only 500 rupees, a balance account is 500 rupees, and I have to withdraw 200 rupees, which is 500 minus 200, we have 300, which is not greater than the minimum balance, which is 500. So it will give you a notice can't withdraw. So or if the user chooses to view the balance account in his or her bank, this function, which is the void view balance function, will be executed, and it will show you the balance remaining on your bank. So let's move on to the main function, the main class. In the main class, first you will get the option as whether you have account on SBI or Axis Bank. Select the bank. So if the user chooses one which is SBI Bank, it will ask the name, enter the account number, and enter the initial amount which you had in that account. Or else it will ask you the name account number, which means if you choose number 2, which is Axis Bank, the same thing will be asked and it will be stored in the Axis Bank. This if you choose 1, which is as SBI Bank, all details will be stored in the SBI Bank. If you choose Axis Bank and if they ask all details, it will be stored in the Axis Bank. And here it's just like an ATM. I said you need to deposit, withdraw, to view balance and to add account. If the user chooses 1, which is to deposit, it will ask the account holder name, because in this 2 it will be stored in an array, and the details of each and every account holders will be based on their name. If we give the name, the whole details of the account holder will be published. I mean, it will be it will be shown. So with if the user gives an account holder's name, using this for loop and with this if condition, this for loop will circulate each and every account holders, and using this if condition in the array, it will check whether it matches to any one of our account holder. If it gets an account holder, it will automatically pass on to the function, which is the deposit function. If we choose SBI, it will go here, or if we choose Axis, it will move on to this function and this function will be executed. Or if we give some other names, it means wrong names, it will give you a notice no account as such. So or else if the user chooses to, which is to withdraw, the same thing, it will ask the account holder's name and then it will search using this for loop and if condition, and then it will move on to this withdrawal function and this function will be executed. Or in the SBI Bank, this function will be executed same as the Axis Bank. And then if the user chooses 3, which is to view the balance, it will ask the name and it will check with the using for loop and if condition, and it will move on to that function, which is to view balance function in SBI Bank, in this view balance function. So if the user chooses 4, which is to add an account, it will ask in which bank, Axis Bank or SBI Bank, and it will ask you if the user chooses 1, it will ask that add account function will be executed here to add every name, account number and initial amount. Or else if the user chooses 2, in Axis Bank, it will ask the name, account number and the initial amount. So if we use some default, if we use something other than that, these numbers will ask, do you want to continue, and it will break. If you want to continue, it will ask to press 1. If you press 1, it will continue the process again. So this is what the program is. Let's run the program. So let's choose SBI Bank first. My account number is 100. So enter the initial amount. I have an initial amount of 2,500. First let's deposit. Account holder's name. Amount to deposit, I wish to deposit 500 rupees. Yes, I wish to continue. So first let's then you can go through options. Let's withdraw 200 rupees. So we have withdrawn 200 rupees here, and our balance is 2800. So let's view the balance again. So we got the balance. So let's click 4. Now let's go to Axis Bank. So let's go give the account number as initial amount in an Axis. I give 2000. Yes. So same thing, deposit. Enter the amount to deposit. I give 530. Yes. Then let's withdraw. Amount to withdraw is 300. So balance is 4230. So let's check once again the balance. 3. Yeah, we got 4230. So that's all the program is. That's all the program about inheritance and abstraction. Thank you for listening.